Big ass, how I get that ooh.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
What's goody YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to yet another live reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is TMR, and since you clicked on this video, you might as well subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave your comments down below, and enjoy this reaction video. What's goody YouTube? What's good, TMR gang? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to yet another live reaction video. I'm your girl, TMR. Thank y'all so much for stopping what you were doing and meet me over in this daggone break room, y'all. Oh boy. All right. Y'all see the title? Y'all see the thumbnail? The thumbnail doesn't necessarily reflect the title, but I said I was going to start maybe putting that thumbnail up when I just want to have random conversations, or I just don't want to oh, you was, sis, it's my time, or I just don't want to fool with trying to make a thumbnail. Not trying to sound lazy or anything like that, but kind of just let y'all bring y'all attention to. We just gonna have a conversation. We just gonna have some random conversations, some random channels that we be watching and see what's going on. Tasha Marie, TMR, Lisa. So, real quick, y'all. Y'all know today is the first. Okay, it's the first of the month. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's August the 1st. Can you believe it, y'all? We are already 8 months into 2026. It just seemed like the other day, you guys, we were bringing 2026 in. We were saying Happy New Year, and now we are getting ready to say goodbye to 2026. And introduce 2027. And so I don't know about you guys, but I woke up this morning and I was like, first and foremost, I thanked and gave honor to God for allowing me to wake up and open my eyes. And then I was thinking to myself, thank you so much, sis. I appreciate you for the $9.99. Thank you. Hey, sis. And so then I woke up and I said, dang, we got 3 months left of 2026. 3 months. That's it, y'all. I mean, if you really want to, because we're already in the month of August, so you could just say 4 months, or all of August, September, October, November, December. But essentially, we are already in the month, just started it today. And one thing's for sure, two things for certain. If you don't know, you will know. Time waits for nobody. And we still 3 to 4 months into the remainder of 2026, and a lot has already happened this year alone. So I just want to encourage you guys, if you had some goals set this year and you haven't met those goals, or you're still a little ways off, don't give up. Don't give up on your goals. If you don't do anything, use this as a precedent to get you started to continue your goals to 2027. Don't give up. That's the most important thing, is don't give up on your goals. Keep trucking, keep moving, and knowing that you can definitely achieve anything you put your mind to. Okay, so I definitely wanted to share that with you guys. Sometimes you just need a little motivation. It can come from anywhere or from anybody, right? And so sometimes you just need a little motivation. So I just wanted to do that. I wanted to give you guys that encouragement. Maybe you don't need it. Maybe you are right on target and you got everything you got going on, and you're moving towards whatever you plan to do this year. Great, right? But if for some reason you're feeling a little type of way or something like that, because I mean, life be life for a lot of people. Some of us talk about it, some of us don't. But at the end of the day, for most of us, life is life, and. So if you find yourself, in a situation where you just feel like, you know, don't give up. Just keep it pushing. As long as God opens your eyes and puts breath in your body every day, that's another day that you have a chance to do what you started off, or intending to do. Or if you just woke up this morning and say, you know what, I got to make a change, like whatever that change may be, your financial situation, your living situation, your I'm sorry, romantic situation, whatever change you feel like, job change, address change, whatever change you think you woke up this morning and said, I just need to make a change. Like, sis, just put one foot in front of the other. You can never get anything accomplished until you initiate that first step, right? So if you make that first step and you continue to keep going, then eventually, right, you will accomplish what you set out to accomplish. But it all start with taking the very first step. Nothing can get done until you take that first step. Okay. So I just want to put that on your mind. And like I said, we all need, sometimes, maybe not all of us, but some of us sometimes need the words of encouragement. And it can come in from anywhere, in any type of form. You could just be riding down the street and see something and feel like that's a sign. So just take my conversation, and maybe it's something that you needed to hear today, maybe to give you some type of motivation. Thank you so much, sis, for the 9.99, Shamika. I appreciate you, boo. Thank you. That hair look cute on that profile, sis. All right, thank you so much. All right, y'all, let's get into it. Okay, let's get into it. Now, I know I'm talking about motivation, and then we getting ready to switch gears to isn't that funny, y'all? I'm talking about motivation. We about to switch right on gears to the chicks that do not motivate us. But at the end of the day, baby, we on the internet watching. We gonna talk about it. Good afternoon, everyone. It's the perfect time for a live because I don't have any little people distractions today. Oh, you off today, huh, Miss TLD? Them kids came and got their babies, huh? Well, honey, Granny need a life too. Okay, girl. Shouts out to all my grandmas that are able and willing to take care of the grandbabies while the parents are off working, going to school, or doing whatever they're doing to be productive in their own lives. So shout out to all the grandmas and the grandpas. We can't forget about the grandpas because grandpas matter too. Okay. All right, y'all. We gonna get into it. So y'all know the other day, it's been a couple of days since I've been on live, but if some of you guys do remember, we talked about the Chosen family. We talked about her a few months back. Young lady down in Houston, that was going through some things around tax time where she didn't have the rent, and she did a GoFundMe, and people bought her a lot of stuff that to get her out of her situation. Well, she's been in Houston about 10 months, and apparently she's now going back to New York. I guess she was in some type of DV situation, got her door kicked in, and she's constantly late on her rent. Even after the internet bailed her out, she still managed to keep falling behind on the rent. And so the landlord just said, sis, yeah, we didn't did all we can do. We can't do it anymore. Okay. You said, thanks, sis. I needed to hear this. I have a job interview Tuesday and I'm so nervous. Well, sis, you definitely should be nervous, because the reason why you're nervous, because it's obviously something that you really, really want, right? So I'm expecting you to be nervous, but also stay prayed up and stay faithful, DD. Okay, because what's for you, it's for you. Okay, let's just say the job is already yours, sis. You just got to go in there and you got to show up and show out. Okay, don't be late. Be about 20 minutes early. Make sure your outfit is interview appropriate. Okay, sis, don't go in there with them Daisy Dukes on. I like to make y'all laugh, but so yeah, but it's already yours, DD. Okay, think about this, sis. Out of all the people to interview, they chose you. Okay, they chose you. um I think the name of her TikTok is She Chosen. I think it's no, not S, excuse me, CHOS, something like that. Hold on, let me see, sis. Give me just a moment. Um, I think it's CHOSON, something like that. I don't think it's a Z in there, K. Yeah, I don't think it's a Z in there. Okay. All right, y'all. I want to get into she's put up recently. And yeah, it's she's with the S on the end, chosen. CHOSEN. She chosen. That's what it is. Thank you so much for the gifts, M. Jones. I appreciate you for the gold coin, sis. Thank you. All right, y'all. Let's get into her real quick.
called me and she was like, "You've let somebody kick your door in. You're constantly falling behind on rent. Do you have the whole balance?" I'm like, "No, ma'am. I'm still working, trying to get all of the funds." And she's like, "Well, I'm gonna have to file eviction today." And at this point, for me, I have tried to sell plates. I'm constantly looking for a job, constantly going on interviews. I'm door dashing. I'm doing hair. I'm literally trying to do every single thing I can think of to come up with money to take care of all of my bills. But it's just not working. It's not working in Houston, and I'm trying. I'm trying. I have put my pride to the side. I have asked for help, and it just doesn't seem like anything is going to work. So I feel like, for the best interest of my children, no, I don't want to uproot them. I know a lot of people, "Why would you uproot them? They're finally getting comfortable." I understand that, but I'm not in a position. I don't have a savings. I don't have a safety net. I don't have a good support system here in Houston. I don't have that. Number one, I need to create that. I need to put us in a better position so that I can have these things before I get out there and I have all of these responsibilities on my shoulder. So, with that being said, we're leaving Houston. We're leaving Houston. I have about half of the money that we need. I want to say within the next 72 hours, I need to come up with $800 to $1,000. Y'all, I need help. I need y'all's help, whoever help, my help. I'm doing my best to come up with the money, but I want to be out of the apartment within the next 3 days before the first. I'm gonna put up a new another GoFundMe. Um, if anybody wants to send via Zelle so that I get it right away, please DM me so that I can give you my number for my Zelle. Um, but my kids deserve better. They deserve stability. They deserve to be comfortable. So, with that being said, yes, I did make the decision that we're going back. So, if y'all can help, I really, really appreciate it. Um, if you can't, like, share, comment, y'all just, I just want to be a better mom. That's it.
If you guys don't know, this young lady has 3 children, 3 girls. Her youngest is 2 years old. She's actually still breastfeeding this baby. I think she's trying to wean her off the breast, and I believe she's trying to potty train her too. The little 2-year-old girl also just in the last few days swallowed a metal nail, and she took her to the hospital, and I guess she chose to just let it pass through her. And when I say metal nail, like a nail that you hammer with, okay? And so here's the thing. You just heard this young lady say that all that she's been trying to do to hustle, making plates, selling plates, door dashing, doing hair. She's been going on interviews, and we do understand right now the job market is what it is, okay? And she's down in Houston, one of the biggest cities in the United States. I think Houston like in the top 3 large cities in the United States. I believe it is. I think, is it LA's first, New York second, Houston's third, something like that. You think the baby needs surgery? Um, you know, here's the thing: the people have helped her before, and this is where when I talk about not being grateful. If you get yourself in a pickle, and people, strangers, right, come and bail you out, and I'm just going to is it Houston is the 4th largest city? Okay, thank you, Miss TLD. I'm just going to say, when they gave her what they gave her, they gave her probably a little more over than what she actually needed. Then why didn't you take that and make that a stepping stone to put yourself in a good situation? Now she lives in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath townhouse. She has a landlord who has definitely been working with her because the landlord's literally been filing an eviction on her damn near every month. The landlord has really been trying to work with her. You don't get those type of opportunities, right? Because what we got to understand is landlords got mortgages to pay. And let's just say, for instance, if they don't have a mortgage on that home, they have property taxes they have to pay. At the end of the day, even if let's just say they don't got a mortgage, they don't got a property tax, people are renting their homes for profit for them. Everybody can't be your personal charity case. And at some point, you have to understand that being an adult is that, being an adult. Now, all I want to know is if you had situations with DV and somebody kicked your dough in, then that mean in between time you selling plates, door dashing, hustling on TikTok, you had time to go mingle with somebody. I'm just gonna say a man. I don't know if she likes men, women, or both. I don't know. I'm just gonna say a man because she got a 2-year-old. So how did you have time to go mingle with a man where he didn't became so crazy where he's kicking your dough in? When did you have time to mingle with the man? Because if you got all this going on, where do you have time to mingle with a man? Why are you mingling with a man? And if you're mingling with a man, how come he can't help you in your situation? See, this is why you can't pay attention to these people because they find the time and opportunity to get they tails wet. But when they need help with bills and stuff, they come to the internet. But they don't need help finding the mans. That's the part I don't be understanding. So you want the internet to get you $800 to $1,000 in 72 hours. This video was put up about 3 days ago. Why does the internet got to hurry up and meet your goal and you done had all year and you ain't met yours? The internet got to hurry up and help you meet your target goal of $800 to $1,000 in 72 hours. You've literally had all year and you ain't met your own. Exactly, Black and Bougie. So her wanting to give her kids stability and her kids deserve stability, yes. Where is the father or fathers of these children? Are they not paying child support? And if they're not, how come you don't have these men on child support? And if these men are not working, then you, as the mother who chose to have children with men that obviously are not going to be responsible and help you with your responsibilities, which are these children, then it's because they live with you, it's your responsibility to make stuff happen. So this lady has 57,000 followers on TikTok. And what we do know is TikTok pay every week. She said the fathers is deceased. Well, what about the families of the fathers? Are they deceased too? Do the family of said fathers, are they deceased as well? Because I mean, if you could come to the internet and ask strangers for money, how come you can't go to the family of the father or fathers and ask them? That's their blood. If you could put your pride to the side and come to the internet, how come you can't go put your pride to the side and ask the father or fathers? Because I don't know if she got one baby daddy or 3. How come you can't go there and ask them for help? It's your children's biological family. These are the questions y'all need to stop and think about when these people get on the internet and start asking for your money that you get up and go make every day. These are the questions you all have to answer for yourself. Hold on, y'all. Give me just one moment. What did I do? Hold on. And just a couple months ago, back in April, she had a whole child support or not child support, CPS situation going on. Who remembers the CPS situation? Who remembers that? Now, she says she puts up content about what's going on in her life, right? And you can't get mad at people when they have their thoughts and opinions of what you put out publicly. And all I want to know is if the resources are in New York, then why did you come to Houston? No, I didn't know that, Constance. I had to get over to Queen Eye.
Mechanics in the Houston area. Chosen family, we are blessed. So I got a question for all the mechanics. Why is it that unless my AC is filled to the max with Freon, it does not blow ice cold? Like when it's really, 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 really hot outside and it's not filled to full capacity, it blows cool air like a fan. Like it doesn't blow cold at all. But when I fill it to the top, for some reason, it'll blow snow. And then after I've filled it to full capacity, it may last for about a week or two, but it seemed like it's lasting less and less as time goes on. Like when I first initially got my car, it really wasn't doing that. But I'm thinking there must be some type of small little leak or something because somebody told me Freon is not supposed to go out that fast. Like it's supposed to last a really long time. Funds is too tight for me to take it to the shop. So if y'all can tell by hearing what it is, let me know down below. Thanks for watching. Love y'all.
Sis, I don't know. I mean, take it to the shop, girl. I mean, you want us to be therapists, mechanics. Girl, we don't know. We have no idea. We don't know what's going on over there with the AC and things. Give me just one more moment. There's another one I want y'all to see. Uh, all right. So she does DoorDash too.
$100 till we get to that goal, but I'm working hard at it. Chosen family, we are blessed. Everyone deserves a second chance, including me. Okay, cool. So let's conversate while y'all come with me to work. Now, a lot of people think that when you're door dashing or doing Uber Eats, that you only get food items, but that's not true. I have picked up car parts. I have picked up um like transporting for people who send like bags of clothes, all kinds of stuff. It's not just food. So today I pretty much had a little bit of half and half. I had some orders that did not pertain to food. And then I also had food orders, of course. Now, I would say today wasn't super, super busy. It took me to a lot of different areas, like different sides of town. It didn't keep me in just one area. So of course, traveling back and forth to different areas takes up a lot of time, which I it's better when you're in one area and you're just steady picking up orders back to back to back and dropping them off. Even if they're smaller orders, they add up when you're going back to back like that. But when you're taking 30 minutes to 45 minutes to drop off one order to another side of town, and then take it on the other, and then get an order that pick up another order in that area and then take it to another side of town, it tends to kind of like take up your shift. So that is what kind of day I had. And it wasn't bad. I'm not going to complain. I just wasn't able to reach my daily goal. But that's okay because I know God's going to work it out. It's going to happen. I'm not going to worry about it. I will get to my goal. Now, if you would like to be a blessing, the link to my GoFundMe is in the bio if you'd like to donate to help us reach our goal for our new journey. Well, thank you guys.
My thing is this. So when we get to New York, then what's the plan? Because if the goal is to get to New York, and then once we get there, then what's the plan once we get there? Do you already have housing set up? Um, you, you see what I'm saying? Like, what's the plan once you get to New York? Because she hasn't mentioned that. You're asking people for their money to get you to New York. Okay, well, sis, what's the plan once you get there? That's what I want to know. Is there a plan after that part? Latrice says, at some point we can't blame the beggars because they're going to do that no matter what. I blame the people who continue to give and see that there's no progress in their lives. And you know, and it's funny you say that, Latrice. You know, I've said that all the time. I've said that a lot. But my thing is this: I understand being in situations, but what you got to understand is how do you, if once you go through it once, even if you go through it twice, you already know what happened to get you there. So now you got to do what it takes to not keep getting you there. As you just watched her talk about door dashing and how she's going all out of her way. Well, sis, if that's the only means you have to make money, then you got to do what you got to do. I notice I see a lot of those people come up on TikTok and stuff complaining about DoorDash and the Sparks and the Instacarts and all them that they paying little money for a whole lot of miles. And my thing is this: okay, well, since you got a choice, you either do that or you go find a job. And if you don't go find a job, then you do DoorDash, Instacart, Spark, Amazon, blah, 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 all them other people. Like, getting on the internet complaining about it doesn't stop the fact that these companies are going to send you an order and it's your choice. You can either accept it or reject it. You don't have to take it. But it's apparent that you're out there because you need money, right? That's why everybody go to work, because they need income to take care of themselves. And I'm not saying that you got to lowball yourself to take care of yourself, but if you're in a position where you can't, one thing I can say about these these gig work, people don't really understand how lucky they are in these days and time. Because back when I was raising my children in the 90s and the 2000s, that wasn't even heard of. There was no such thing that you could possibly take your children to work with you. In NYC, she can get shelter and housing more quicker than anywhere else. Now, I have heard that NYC, New York City, does have a lot of programs to help people that are homeless or indigent or whatever the situation is. I have heard that. I would think too, it would also depend on what city that you go to. Um, I don't know if she's actually from Houston, if I think she's lived in New York before and she left, came to Houston, and now she's going back. But what I'm saying is, when you have the flexibility to be able to work when you want to, make your own hours, work around your kids' school schedule, that's a blessing, you guys. Because years ago, and I'm talking 30 years ago, that wasn't even heard of. There was no such thing as work when you want to, unless you was your own business, unless you owned your own business. That wasn't people don't really understand how blessed they have it, because once upon a time that wasn't even heard of. There was no such thing as work a job around your kids' hours. It's either you work this first shift, second shift, third shift, or you ain't got no job. And all you got to do is have license and have a car. And they got it now to where if you don't have a car, you can go rent a car. and do these type of jobs. You can go, as long as you got valid license, you can go rent a car and do this. Like I'm telling you guys, once upon a time, years ago, and a lot of y'all are around my age, y'all know it. This wasn't even heard of. This wasn't even spoke of. So the fact that women, single moms, have the flexibility where they can go make money and bring their kids with them. Because let's be honest, you can bring your child with you. Hell, we see Jasmine bringing Legend with her to DoorDash. You can actually bring your kids with you. And it, to be able to make money, don't have to pay anybody to watch your child. Especially if you're doing DoorDash, where you running into the restaurant, getting the food and running it to the customers or whatever, to their apartment or to their house or to their place of business. And you got your kids with you in the car, as long as they not, obviously you can't go far away from your car or leave your car running with your kids in it, because that's dangerous. But what I'm saying is, you have the flexibility of doing that. A lot of single moms had issues with children that were underage and they couldn't afford childcare, or the state that they were living in, the state had a waiting list for childcare assistance, and or you could only get childcare unless you were working a job at certain hours or going to school. Well, now there's a workaround to that, because if you can get on some of these gig apps, you can still go take your kids with you, go make your money, and don't even have. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of flexibility out now for single moms and single dads. And I notice, I see on the internet a lot of people complaining about the things that really don't even have to be happening for them, because they can take all that stuff away and tell you, well, go find a job, go to Walmart, go to wherever, and go find you a job and work a scheduled shift. And we don't care if you got a babysitter or not. Either you gonna come at the hours we hired you to work, or you gonna lose your job. If you do Lyft, you can rent a car and they take the money from the rides that you do. Oh, really? Okay, I hadn't heard of that. Exactly. You can reject it. I reject offers all the time. DoorDash is cool to make a few dollars on the side, but you have to work it smart and not make it your only income. Definitely a blessing. Right. And most people that do those gig works, Ashley, are doing more than one. Because when one app is slow, you can pick up on the other app. The whole point of me saying this girl, I feel like, has had opportunities to get her situation together. If you had time to get in a relationship with a man who, unfortunately for her, it turned out to be a DV situation, the time you spent cultivating that relationship that obviously wasn't conducive to you and your children could have been the time you spent trying to find a job. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you got time to lay up, then you got time for everything else. Like, don't miss me with, you can lay up, but you can't find no job. So you can find ping, but you can't find no job. Which, I mean, I understand the differences, but I'm just saying, like, if you put the effort in to find some penis, why you can't put that same effort into finding a way to take care of your children and not expect or ask other people who have nothing to do with your life, how your life is running, to assist you? That's my question. That's my $1 million question. All right, y'all, let's get into Tannae real quick. We're going to get off Chosen and we're going to get into Tannae. Oh, I was trying to see. Okay. So Tannae did some household shopping and it turned into a testimony. Okay. It turned into a testimony for Tannae. I don't know what this means. I just seen the title and I seen the thumbnail and I said, oh, I hadn't been over to Tannae's in a while. So I said, let me see what's going on. Now, apparently Tannae's baby had went back to the hospital. Y'all know she had those set of twin boys. And one of the twin boys is doing well, doing better than the other twin boy. A couple months ago, the twin that's not thriving had to go back to the hospital and get I think it's called a feeding tube. Yeah, feeding tube. And apparently he had to go back to the hospital. So let's get into Tannae real quick, y'all.
See, in my background and by that title, we are doing a household supplies box opening time. Yes, y'all, it is quiet in the background because all the big kids and Papa is gone. So right now, the triplets are at their hair appointment. KJ is at his haircut appointment, and Papa, I was thinking about getting his haircut, but I'm like, listen, Papa ain't going to school. I got all these bills coming up on the first, all this back to school stuff. Thank God to my support system. I did have a whole lot of help this year, and I appreciate all of you that literally helped me out this year. I truly appreciate it. And if you were one of the ones that supported me and my babies this year for back to school, overall and everything, I appreciate you so much. I just want to say a lot of my supporters turned into my family members, and it's not just all.
Baby, when I tell you, I ain't never seen, since I've been watching the internet, baby, I ain't never seen people show up like they do for this girl. Baby, when I tell you, these people stay showing up for her. If y'all see in the background, this girl got cases of toilet paper, paper towels, laundry detergent, all kind of stuff, baby supplies, all kind of stuff. Baby, I ain't never seen Jasmine over there asking for $80 trash cans, and Tannae over there say, hey, can you stock my pantry up with some toilet paper, paper towels, and some laundry detergent?
Off of what they have purchased, me and my kids, is more so, honestly, y'all, if you all remember, around this time last year, I think the end of August, the beginning of September, I had moved in with my mom, me and my kids, got a big house with my mom and all of that, and then literally, within 45 days, y'all, my mom put me and my kids out after my supporters had just purchased so many gifts for their home and everything like that. We basically went homeless. And I just want to say a lot of those supporters that purchased items did not leave it at, oh, I purchased something and that's it. They actually turned into checking on me every day, checking on my kids, checking on my mental, checking on our well-being. So that right there, honestly made me turn them into family, which means I talk to them damn near every day. If you know, you know. If I don't talk to them every day, I at least hear from them at least twice, 3 times a month. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm okay with that. I appreciate that. One, so far, as you all know, Miss Ray have been in town, I want to say about 4 or 5 times now. We have met Miss Ray. We have a close bond with Miss Ray. We have also met Miss Shantae so far, because I have a Miss Shantae and I have a Miss Shantae. Okay, so we have met Miss Shantae as well. She came to KJ's birthday. We met her great niece as well. So that's another one of my supporters that turned into a family member for us. And then right now we're waiting on Miss Shantae. We're trying to meet Miss Shantae. Hopefully this year, before this year is over with, we get a chance to meet her, because like I said, I really want my supporters that I turned into family members, I want to go out on a luncheon. You know what I'm saying? We all have fun, because they got a special place in my heart. They mean a lot to me. I appreciate all of them. Say is my supporters that I turned into family members are older women, grown women, married women, okay? Have their own thing going on. So I know I would never have to worry about no messy stuff, no drama, nothing like that. It's all genuine vibes. It's no drama, no anything, okay? So love you guys so much. I appreciate all of you that helped me this year, last year, or if you ever helped me and my children in life, period. Thank you. Means a lot to me. So let's see what we got here. Y'all see? She even got us a new trash can. Like, one thing about it, I'm not gonna lie, I did not want to bring my trash can from my other apartment, because it's just like bringing trash into your new home. But look, I had to, and whoever purchased this trash can from my old apartment, baby, it's still in good hands. Then the kids do keep breaking the top off, like, but it's still working. Everybody that blessed me and my kids, just know you're gonna get blessed back. A whole lot, okay? A whole lot. Because I can't wait to be able to, the things that y'all do for me and my family, I can't wait to be able to do the same thing for y'all and for another family.
Well, let's just hope that you do it, considering all the blessings you have received since I've been watching you, that should definitely be on the top of your bucket list. Now, she got a trash can. I don't think this one cost $80. Tannae said, I just need a trash can, and somebody got her one.
Seriously. Because that's really what it's all about. She also got us a lot of mouthwash. As y'all can see, we got mouthwash right here too. Like, my support system do not play by this. Do not play by this. Like, wow, so she got us 4. Because this is like some more right here. Oh my gosh, like I want to cry, like for real. This got to bring tears. Like I feel my eyes being watered because y'all just don't understand. Like I remember going without, like I remember going without even with a man in my home. Like I remember times where me and my children would have to survive off like a 4-pack of tissue. Oh, I'm trying to slow the tears down, but it's just like, damn, y'all don't understand. Like this right here means a whole lot to me because, man, if people only knew like what I used to go through, like I always made life look good and feel good because that's just me. Like,
You know what, Latrice, that is a valid question. My question to the supporters are any of them showing this much support to the local women's shelters, domestic violence shelters? That's a valid question, sis. Probably not. But they're giving it to this woman who can really do all this for herself. Like I said, generosity is that. You know, and at some point, Tannae should think about giving back. Because the people have this is just they've done it numerous times without the last couple of years. Or their own family. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? It really makes you wonder if you're making sure this woman you follow on the internet, and I guess they feel like they know Tannae because Tannae posts stuff about what she got going on in her life. So I guess they feel like they know Tannae versus they don't know the person in the shelter. But I would think if a woman is living in a shelter, she probably needs more help than a woman who's living not in a shelter, right? If your goal is to bless somebody, I would probably bless a woman living in a shelter with her children versus a woman who's not living in a shelter with her children.
I never look like what I'm really going through, but it's just like to know that I was married to somebody that used to have us living off of a 4-pack of tissue. You feel me saying? Like, hey, baby, can you go to the store? And you may have enough to get a big pack of tissue, knowing that we're a big family, but you want your money to go into marijuana and, you know, spending it on women and buying.
Hey, but Tannae, don't even bring Keontae in this because sis, even with all that being said, you still chose that man. And let's be honest. If he was spending money on things other than, I don't know, a 12-pack of toilet paper, you did have 3 kids that didn't belong to him. So what was the father of those 3 girls? What was he spending his money on? He wasn't even there. At least Keontae was there. The man that's the father of these 3 children, he wasn't even there, sis.
Everything for yourself and, you know, going out there buying all that alcohol, but then lacking when it comes down to your household. Like, people don't understand. It used to be times where literally me and my kids would go without. A lot of married women literally be suffering. Okay, I'm not speaking for all. I'm not talking about everybody in marriage. I'm just giving y'all a background on what I literally went through within those 8 years. Like, a lot of times we went without, and the whole time it's just because like I'm still providing majority of everything, like for the kids and for the bills. So it's just like it's so hard for me to work because who gonna babysit my kids? Like, who gonna get my kids? Daddy don't like to be the one staying at home with the kids, but daddy also keep losing jobs and quitting jobs, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a lot, y'all. So this right here means so much to me. Like, so much. Y'all don't understand.
So, sis, let's stop there. When you met Keontae, he was not the father of the triplets, because let's be honest, the triplets came before KJ did. And so if you knew that you was dealing with a man that couldn't keep a job, then why did you end up getting pregnant with KJ? That's neither here nor there now, because she's now a mother of 7 kids total. But it's you blaming Keontae when he met you, sis. Them 3 daughters of yours was not his. They were definitely your responsibility. And when he started dating you, he assumed responsibility. But the biological father of those children should have been the one having his ass hung to the cross to be supportive. Because if Keontae couldn't watch him, why you didn't call the daddy of the children to watch him? Why are we not bashing him? No, you wasn't married to him, but you didn't need to be married to him for him to be the father of those children. This ain't even about Keontae. It's the fact that you bringing Keontae in this situation. And it's when it's all about the fact that whatever Keontae was or was not doing, it never stopped you. Do you know how many women work with kids? Do you know how many women birth a baby, take 6 weeks off, and then take their ass on back to work and their child ain't even 3 months old? Do you know how many women do that? So you thought because you was a mother of triplets, you couldn't go to work? Why? Who told you that? It's pregnant women working. So you birth a baby, you can't go back to work?
On the bottom of my heart, like, this means a lot. And I just wish this type of love and genuineness on a lot of mothers. If you're watching me, like, I pray one day you get genuine support or genuine love from any stranger in the world. Keep doing your thing. Keep posting. Keep doing your thing, because one day you just never know who's watching you and who's willing to step in and to be the angel that God sent you. Okay.
So that's the reason why you post on social media, so an angel can find you. So the whole purpose of having social media is to hope and pray that somebody sees you and takes a liking to you and send you and your family gifts. That's the purpose. I thought the purpose of social media was to make money so you could take care of yourself. Not the purpose of social media is for other people to take care of you. Oh, God.
Listen to me. I promise you. Wow. This is crazy. She sent the big box of diapers. Now, you know, all the diapers from when y'all supported from when they was babies. But like I said, I have moved into my home, so now my bills are a lot higher than what they were, you know, in my apartment, right? So I haven't been able to buy these big old boxes of wipes and diapers and stuff like that, because bills been kicking my ass, okay? But she bought the big box, y'all. Like, it's so big. Miss Shantae, thank you so much. Miss Ray, thank you so much. So much. Miss Shantae, thank you so much. Like, and the rest of my supporters, thank y'all so much. Like, this right here is a blessing. Thank you all so much. May God bless you back a million times more. And I can't wait to one day to get rich and be able to bless you all back as well. On top of bless another family.
Sis, you don't have to be rich to bless somebody, because I'm pretty sure the women that's blessing you, and Ariana said it's some man blessing you. Now, from what you said, Ariana, you think the man is well off or famous or something you said. But I'm just going to assume. I don't know this for certain. This is my assumption. Miss Ray and them are not rich. They probably have good jobs and make good decisions with their money. But I'm just going to assume you don't have to be rich to pay it forward, Tannae.
If not one, two, or more, the same way y'all have blessed me and my babies. Love you guys so much, and I will see you all on the next video. Bye.
Baby. A mess. You hear me? I mean, that was thoughtful of the people that looked out for her. I mean, one thing for sure, I'm not going to make these people feel some type of way about their, being gracious to her. But at some point, you just got to let people get up on their own feet. I think Tannae has had enough arms helping her that she should be in a position to where she can do for herself. Now, she said bills is kicking her ass, but all I want to know is where is the money coming from to pay said bills? You said, I've been a part of his team for almost 4 years before he had fame. I asked him for help with groceries, Tasha, and he ignored me. But you see, he flooded her with all this stuff. So, Ariana, who are you talking about? Who is this person that who is he? You said his name was something Green. Put the name again. She said on Facebook, bills are paid up. I don't know. Like I said, just be thankful for the blessings that you get. And my whole thing, Ace Green. Now, who is he? Who is Ace Green? The real Ace Green on TikTok. Let me see if I can find him. The real Ace Green. Right. I mean, yeah, if you could constantly keep getting your nails done and your hair changed up, you can't afford diapers. And even if Tannae got somebody doing her hair, baby, you gotta buy hair. People may do your hair for free, but they ain't gonna buy the hair for you. And y'all, let's be honest, hair is very expensive. So hold on. Y'all said the real Ace Green. $2.5 million followers. So y'all, this is who y'all say this is who's doing for Tannae. The real Ace Green, 2.5 million followers on TikTok. So this him right here. Who is he? What does he do?
Real bad man.
How many children do you have?
23, 22 baby mother. Real bad man.
How many children do you have?
23, 22 baby mother.
You said he's 23 and spend his wealth on Tannae plus 7 at 29. He's on a reality show. Oh, okay. I agree. His angel. You're right. You said LOL. Tannae has had so many folks fool for so long. At least her kids benefit from it. That's the positive, in my opinion. Yeah. He better get him some cookies from her. Keynote paid less. Keontae paid less and got some. Girl. I don't know, y'all. So y'all say this is who it is. I don't know who this man is. I've never seen him. One of y'all just said he well, why y'all say that he Ace Green is her type? Because the triplets, not the triplets, excuse me. The triplets, yeah, the triplets dad don't look like him. Chocolate Drop, the twins daddy don't look like him. So how do y'all know that's her type? You think he looks like the dad to the triplets? Y'all think they got something going on? But apparently this is who's looking out for her. One of the people besides her female supporters. This is one of the guys that's helping Tannae out, I guess. Y'all, I don't know. All I want that girl to do is to understand that the generosity of people is that. But just like people give it, people can stop giving it too. You know, I just really feel like Tannae needs to learn how to earn money to take care of her family. You know, she's been blessed thus far. Not saying that her blessings are going to run out, but I don't know about y'all. I just couldn't live my life waiting around on people to do something for me. I think that's just my personality. I don't like waiting on people to do stuff for me. Because one thing people will do is let you down real quick. But you can't let yourself down, but somebody else can let you down. You said broke hood niggas is her type? You said calling a stranger a village. Mm. Like I said, y'all, this whole culture of how people do things on social media, you know, I'm older, so I'm not really a part of that, you know, I don't know anything about that. I see it get done, and no means if you feel like you want to bless somebody, bless them. I'm not telling you not to bless somebody, but my biggest thing is bless those that you see are actually helping themselves. And what I thought Tannae do was get pregnant by a guy she had no business getting pregnant by. And although Keelan is Keontae's child, I'm sorry, Tannae didn't need any more children. Once you just heard her give her testimony how she struggled with the triplets and KJ. So Keelan and them, you know, I just really feel like if you're struggling with 4, what makes you think 7 is not going to be a struggle too? I apologize, you guys. This might be kind of tacky of me, but y'all, I was trying to eat my lunch real quick. I didn't get a chance to eat breakfast, y'all, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I was real hungry. I couldn't even wait. But I'm done now. I had some Arby's, y'all, if you just want to know. With that au jus sauce, ooh, baby. I love that au jus sauce. All right, y'all, let's get into it. My apologies. Like I said, what them people did for Tannae, someone in the chat just said it. At least her kids are benefiting from it, and that's a good thing. Tannae is not going to get a job as long as social media is in existence, and people have already showed Tannae that she really don't got to do a lot because they'll pick up the pieces for her. She's not going to get a job. Or even if she doesn't, maybe treat her social media as a job, but she's not going to do that either. Like Tannae barely posts. So that's what I'm saying. How she makes money, I don't know how she does it, where she gets it from, because it damn sure ain't social media. All right, y'all, let's move on. I don't know if you guys know, yesterday Peyton went live. Peyton Marie Charles went live. And I seen that she was live on my For You page. So I clicked into the live, and girl, I heard her say something that I was like, whoa. Peyton said last year she went live, and she went live for 3 hours. And she said that she made $10,000 off a 3-hour live on YouTube. She went live on YouTube and made 10. Now you got to understand, Peyton has over 100,000 followers, but she made $10,000 on a 3-hour live stream. I said, well, damn. So that live stream that Tannae did the other day, I don't know, not the other day, a few weeks back, maybe about a month ago, the one when she was outing Keontae. Tannae said a lot of stuff in that live that may have gotten censored by YouTube. But Tannae got like 30, 40,000 views on that live. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Tannae and she has over 100,000 followers too. And so, and Tannae went live on YouTube. It's a possibility that Tannae could have made several $1,000s off of her live stream that she did. It's a possibility. All right, y'all, let's move on. So real quick, y'all, we're going to get into Jasmine. This is, we're going to do Wineglass last, y'all. But I want to get in Jasmine real quick. Y'all know the other day we was over to Jasmine and she was telling us that she's selling social media content. And so in this video, she proceeds to, advertise her social media content bundles she's selling. So let's get into this real quick.
Welcome back. I just wanted to come on here and talk to y'all. So first off, if you guys are looking to work with companies, I'm your girl. So I am running a social media kit deal. If you guys are interested in that, watch the full video. I will help you guys get the most that you bargained for. So watch the full video and you guys will see. What's up, y'all? So the kids want to go outside and play for a little bit. So I'm gonna let them go play for a tad bit outside. Like I said, I'm trying to get back to vlogging. It's been hard because who's gonna pay my bills if I don't vlog? So we got these two over here that want to go outside and play. I do need to start on dinner. So when I come,
see, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're saying you're selling small content creators how to build their social media, and then you're also selling to people how to get brand deals. But in the very beginning of this video, after you show your promotional clip of this business that you're trying to promote, you proceed to say that you're struggling with vlogging. So if you're not confident in what you do to make money, how do you sell that concept to other people? Yeah, oh, Tannae made a bag on that live. How do you do that? This is why I told y'all the other day. What did I tell y'all the other day? If you got a social media platform, you better start using it to get you some money. Because one thing about social media it's not going anywhere anytime soon. And even if all the jobs close up, social media is going to be open. It's going to be people on social media running their mouth all day, every day. So I'm telling you right now, whatever you got going on, you better monetize it. Now, keep it cute, though. Keep it cute. But you better monetize it.
Back in the house, I'll start with dinner, but and we got Billy too. So we're about to go downstairs for a little bit so they can play for a little bit, burn off whatever energy they have, because I know it's just like built up.
Thank you so much, Greenheart, for the Uncle Alert. All right, so hold on, y'all. Let me get past this part because she got the music and stuff going.
So we're back in the house. The kids are really following me. He ate a little bit of ice cream too off their little popsicle. I'm about to start on dinner. It is now 5:32. Time to start on dinner, get that rolling. And then Aiden should be home around 9.
All right. I don't know, y'all. For me, I've always found it a little more entertaining to discuss these ladies. I just found it more entertaining to discuss what these ladies got going on throughout the years that we've been watching, more so than rubbing elbows with them. Now, am I saying that I want to beef with them? No, I'm not beefing with anybody. Okay. But what I'm saying is I like it the way I got it. Like, I stay on this side of the tracks, they stay on that side of the tracks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like it like that. We come, we discuss what they got going on. We give our opinions, regardless if they like it or not. We give it and we move on. Okay. And we talk about a plethora of things over here and the people that we find on social media. That's how I like it.
In my bathroom because like I said, my floor has been getting wet because I haven't been putting my rugs down. I washed them whenever we had that whole improv, but it was just crawling on every fucking thing. And I was like, this is the only way I can get rid of them in here. So I'm about to put them down, and I also got to take clothes out of the dryer. I got to take Maya and Kaylin's clothes and put them in the dryer as well because my clothes are in the dryer. You play game. All right, so we're leaving HEB right now. All right, thank you. All right, y'all. Leaving HEB. Her dad has scheduled her orthodontics appointment. And I'm like, you didn't even schedule and understand everything that came with it. Like, child. She was like, oh, I thought Medicaid would cover her appointment. Hell no, not for braces. I'm like, they said $5,000, child. I'm like, we got to get her glasses fixed first. So, whew.
So wait, Philip scheduled Kaylin an orthodontist appointment, and you told him Medicaid don't cover orthodontics. Okay, but don't you make all this money? You just told us in the live that you make all this money. So you and Philip can't go, because I'm pretty sure for braces they got a payment plan. I'm pretty sure. When I got my son braces, that's what I did. I put that was back in. When did I get him them braces? He only had to wear them for 18 months. Was that in 2022? I think it was in 2022. It was right before he graduated. I just did it for 18 months. Y'all can't go on a payment plan? Talking about we got to get her glasses fixed first. Glasses? Won't Medicaid fix the glasses? Why does Kaylin keep breaking her glasses? She's old enough now that she shouldn't still be breaking glasses. Like she's what, 13? Almost 13? She is too old to still be breaking glasses. I could see if she was Ava's age, but Kaylin is a teenager. Why is she still breaking glasses? And what does fixing glasses have to do with braces? Fixing her glasses will be far cheaper than braces. And if Philip made her the orthodontist appointment, then Philip needed to pay for the appointment. If there was a charge for the appointment, then Philip should have paid for it. That's what I'm saying. Like, you making all this money on social media, but the kid's still on Medicaid?
One thing at a time. One thing at a time. But yeah, we're about to head back to the house now. It's been a long morning. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's hot. I couldn't even tell y'all how hot it is. It feels like it's 100 degrees right now. Like, no lie. Don't it feel like it's 100 degrees? Mm-hmm. Oh, that car been waiting on me this whole time? Yeah. Oh. It'd be all right. It's hot. It's hot in here. So I was just sitting here thinking, and I think it's time for me to want what's best for me. Like, put me first. You know, one thing about me, y'all, I've always been this loving, caring person, big, wholehearted type person, right? And I feel like it's more of a curse than a blessing, you know, because honestly, you can pour into people or care for people or put other people first, and sometimes it will turn around and bite you in the ass. And I'm just so tired of that. You know, it hurts. And the thing about people like me, it hurts like 10 times worse than what it do for an average person. I don't know why. I ask myself this all the time. Like, why do I always care so much about it? Hurts like 10 times worse than what it do for an average person. I don't know.
Aren't you an average person? Wait, hold on. Go back. Because I didn't understand that. I don't even think you did.
Honestly, you can pour into people or care for people or put other people first, and sometimes it will turn around and bite you in the ass. And I'm just so tired of that.
So what people are you putting first and pouring into? Can you give us an example? Because Jasmine, the only people we see you with is your kids. So what people are you pouring into? Who are you referring to? Are you referring to a man? That's what I want to know, Misty. No, who are you pouring into? Are you talking about when you went to go see Chrissy? I'm not saying that's it, but I'm just, because I want to know who are you pouring into and putting first. Let's be honest, you ain't take your kids no damn where. Hell, they didn't even get their hair done all damn summer. So who are you pouring into? I would really like to know who she's talking about. You're not talking about your mama. So what you talking about, a man? Because whenever Jasmine gives these type of conversations, it's something about a man. A man done something to her.
You know, it hurts. And the thing about people like me, it hurts like 10 times worse than what it do for an average person.
Aren't you an average person, though? You said it hurts 10 times worse for you than to do an average person. Aren't you an average person? What are you, an alien? Aren't you an average person? What does that even mean? See, like, Jasmine, don't say things when you don't really know how to phrase it.
I know why. I ask myself this all the time. Like, why do I always care so much about other people, what other people go through, how other people are feeling? Because it affects me the most. And I'm just so tired of it. Like, sometimes I wish that I could just take my heart out of my chest and be a cold-hearted bitch. Like, I really do. I wish I could just.
Who are are you being warm? Who? What is she talking about? Jasmine? Who are you talking about? You don't even got no friends. So who are you pouring into, and they're not reciprocating it back? What are you talking about, Philip and Hannah? Like, who are you talking about?
Remove that bitch and then kind of just like be that straightforward bitch that don't give a fuck about anything. Trick on motherfuckers, don't give a fuck about nothing. But I'm really a caring person. I feel like that's my biggest fucking flaw.
Oh, so you are talking about a man, because you said you be trying to be a woman to the man, but you should just treat the ninja like a trick. That's basically what she just said. She said, trick on the ninja and don't give a damn. But I'm over here trying to, be a woman to the, giving him money and buying him things. And we know that's the type of woman you are, because we seen what you did for Chris for his birthday a few years back. Remember the $80 on the pillow? We know that's the type of chick you are. So is that what you said? Chat and my Jazz always talking in IEP riddles. Exactly, Black Auntie. You got to be talking, because you said about trick, because you're not tricking on your friends, on your female friends. So you got to be talking about a ninja. So a ninja must have pissed you off. What did he do, Jasmine? Did he say he was going to give you $553 to pay your damn rent and he decided not to? Because what did he do, sis? Because he done pissed you off. Something. He must have said, did he say he was going to pay the light bill? Then he came up with an excuse? What did he do, sis?
And I don't know, a part of me just wants to do what's best for me, I'm not even in the mood to pick up the camera. I'm not in the mood to vlog, but at the end of the day, I still got to make my money. I did my social media kit. Also, I wanted to bring this to you guys too. So I'm gonna, of course, blur some stuff out. But as for a social media kit, I did my own. But this is for like sponsorships, companies that you might want to work with that want to know your rates and stuff and everything like that. I'm going to send you guys mine. I'm going to post mine right here. If you guys are interested in someone making your social media kit, I am charging $50 for social media kits. All you have to do is send me everything that you want on your social media kit so that you can send to other people. Even if you are a company or a small business, send that to me. Let me know, and I will put that shit together. And I will.
Jasmine said, I can't help it. I was trying to be professional, but the hood in me just keep coming out. Jasmine, I'll put that shit together.
Social media kit so that you can send to other people. Even if you are a company or a small business, send that to me. Let me know, and I will put that shit together. And I will put that together for you so that.
Now, all the times to edit something out, you didn't want to edit that out, because I'm going to edit that out. Because, girl, not you talking about, I'm going to put all that shit together for you, know what I mean? You know what I mean? Jack, you so ghetto.
You can have a professional social media kit. Also, send me a picture.
Professional? How is he gonna be professional when you can't even speak professionally? Oh, Jasmine, stop it, girl. I'm trying to help you, sis, but you're making it so hard for me.
Let me know. DM me on Instagram. That's where I'm more consistent with my DMs. Or you can send me an email and I can make it for you there as well. Just let me know and I'll make that for you. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to run a social media kit special, okay? And we'll run a little special for y'all. And it's just something, I feel like it's a little rough draft to show what else I can bring to the table other than posting my content.
Jasmine, I'm gonna be honest with you, sis. I would have edited that part out, or I would have did that over. Remember, you're the queen of putting clips together. I would have filmed that over, Jasmine. I wouldn't have allowed that to stay in, because again, you're selling a product. So you need to be as convincing and as professional as possible. People are trusting you with their business, Jasmine. See, this is why, goddamn. See, this is why school matters. It matters. Education matters, sis. I understand you say you got that bachelor's degree over there. But sis, sometimes it be feeling like it. We do know you don't use it. Sis, I'm just gonna keep it 100. I would have put that one. I would have took that out. I wouldn't have kept that in there. Because you are selling something that is professional, right? Because you want people to use it for a professional reason. Yeah, the cuss word, the fraudulent slip, that would have came out. Yeah, Miss Editor, that would have came out.
Help you guys branch out, help you guys learn to communicate with companies, how to set boundaries with companies, let them know, hey, look, this is my rates. This, not even companies, just companies, even potential customers, how to set boundaries, let them know these are your rates, this is what you're charging.
See how you just edited that out? Because I seen where it skipped, where it jumped. It's the fact that you watched this video as you were editing and left it in there.
This is what you're gonna get. I can help you out as far as making your kit. Just like I said, DM me on Instagram or send me an email at jazzy40@gmail.com.
Jasmine, here's the problem I have with this. Again, in no way am I trying to stunt your growth, but sis, you gotta be more believable. How can I feel like that sis, I haven't even seen the master plan for you. Where in your life is showing that all this money is coming about? Like, if Peyton put up the same video, and sis, I'm just saying it. If Peyton Marie Charles put up the same video, I would be more apt to believe that she can make it happen because I see it happening for her. You just said in the last clip that you couldn't even let your daughter go to an orthodontist appointment because Medicaid don't cover it. So you got money, you got $150 to go get you shots, but you can't put the daughter on the payment plan for her dinner, what you call them, braces. You can go get injections for weight loss that, unfortunately for you, is not happening. You can invest in your weight loss, but you can't invest in your daughter's smile. See, this is where your priority. See, this is why people feel like your mothering skills lack. Because if you could put yourself, if it's not uncomfortable for you to spend $150 to get your weight loss, B12s, and then whatever else you're getting over there, how come you can't, especially with your daughter having troubles of getting bullied in school? I'm just asking a question, sis. And if you can't spend the money to send the girl to get her an orthodontist appointment, what makes me believe your social media kit is going to get me where I need to be when it appears it hasn't got you where you needed to be? It's just like, I can't come on this internet and sell you guys skincare when my skin looks horrible. How am I going to get y'all to buy my skincare when my skin looks horrible? Or how can I come on here and sell you like Olivia when she was doing that hair oil thing? Why would I buy hair oil from Olivia when her hair hasn't even grown? That's what I'm saying. How can I buy this or feel confident in your product when you're not even a testament of your own product? You would have to be a testament of your product in order for other people to feel confident in buying the product. I'm not going to buy a waist trainer from a chick who is big as me, 2 times bigger than me. You can't tell me how to lose weight when you big as a house. How does that work? I'm not listening to you about losing no weight. You can't sell me nothing about losing weight and you 2 times big as me. So this is what I'm saying. How can you sell these social media kits when you're not a product of what you're selling?
You guys, my Instagram will also be on the screen with that, but I don't know. We're going to try to get back into things. I just wanted to come out here and also just like be vulnerable with y'all and share with y'all, like, life isn't always perfect. Life isn't always perfect. It's not always sunshines and butterflies. Now, do I choose what to put out on my social media? I do. I really learned from my past what to put out and how to deliver certain things to y'all because I just know how the world is. And it's okay to be like that. It's okay. But anyways, it is now 4:36.
What I would do to make you feel just like this.
All right, girl. Good luck to you, Jasmine. I hope everything works out for you, sis. I truly, truly do. But sis, you can't sell it if it ain't buying. Okay? I'm just gonna keep it line. Just said you can't sell it if it ain't buying, sis. I'm just saying. Don't shoot the messenger, sis. Okay, girl. Whoo, boy. I'm just saying, girl. I'm just saying. I can't buy that product from you. I'm not going to buy a waist trainer from you, and your waist is 2 times big as my waist. Why would I buy that waist trainer from you? Okay. You said who's buying a product from a? Well, let's be honest, sis. If Jasmine was selling, I don't know, candy, if she was selling candles, if something, okay, but if you're selling social media upscale, because essentially that's what she's selling. She's selling social media upscale, how to upscale yourself in social media. How can you sell that to me when you're not a product, if you're not a testament of your own product? Follow me. Follow me. How can you do that? You can't do that. You got to sell something that makes, like, the people can see the product. They can see the results of what you're selling. Now, if Jasmine was selling candles, obviously, it's about how she promotes the candles to her audience. Obviously, I can't smell the candle. You could tell me how good the candle smells. It's the aesthetics of how you promote the candle to me that invites me to buy it from you. So in this particular situation with Jasmine, you're selling a social media upscale. Well, in order for you to do that, for one, your environment, what's behind you, needs to be warm and inviting, that to allow me to engage into what you're talking about. You can't be telling me, go on, send and I'm gonna put that shit together for you. You just lost me, sis. Because am I buying from a professional or a hood booger? You know what I'm saying? Like, which one am I doing? I don't know, y'all. Okay, she'll figure it out. Sometimes, when you're starting a business, if you're trying to start a business, there are ups and downs and all of that. But Jasmine really needs to, if you're selling social media upscale, then you need to, your views need to be more than 1,000 views in one day. I'm just saying, sis. I don't need you to get me 1,000 views in one day. All I got to do is consistently post, and eventually I'll get that too. Like, I don't have to pay you for that. Oh Lord. Okay, y'all, let's get over here to Wineglass. She called us over here. Wineglass said she lost all her motivation, so she had to start over. I'm thinking to myself, these are the most starting over chicks I've ever seen in my damn life. Y'all just keep starting over, which essentially means to me, nobody's ever going to make it to the finish line. How do you make it to the finish line if you keep starting over? I don't know. Ask yourself that question. Let's get into it.
If you're feeling overwhelming, I hope this video give you some type of motivation to get stuff done. Hey y'all, this is Wineglass and Chill, and today is another decluttering, cleaning, and organizing. So I'm redoing my living room, and I'm going to show y'all how this looks. We just got rid of the white couches, and then I have new couches that we finna do, and I just want to throw all this stuff away. I also got a new table, so this table is going in the garbage eventually. So my house look a hot mess right now, but it's okay because that's the whole plan, is to declutter and clean. This little boy don't want me to do anything, but it's okay because I'm gonna get this stuff up, these rugs and stuff, all this stuff up because, baby, I need to get my house together. All right, y'all, let me be very transparent with y'all. This video is a couple months old. This is when I freshly broke up with my kids' father, and I was just trying to get my life back together and do everything, refresh my whole life, restart my whole life.
So was you pregnant in this video with the Mexican baby, or was you on your way to get pregnant with the Mexican baby?
And the first thing I had to do was declutter and organize my living room. I end up throwing this rug away, but you can keep that rug and rewash it because I rewashed one of the rugs I had, but I didn't want it to be too light because the theme in my living room was going to be a little slight different than the theme that I had before. So this was my first attempt to make me feel better. And it's crazy because when you go through a breakup, sometimes the first wave of emotions don't hit you that day or that month or in 3 months. But I was feeling really good. I was ready for a new change and ready for everything, a new start. And I just could not wait to see and get my living room back together. I feel like decluttering and starting brand new or just changing your living room around really just make you feel different about your living room and within yourself too. But sometimes it just be hard to get up to do it when you're going through a deep depression. I swear, guys, this in my life, this part of breaking up with my significant other, my kid's father, the person I've been with for 16 years, the only person I've been with, the only relationship I had, it really, really did a number on me. When I tell you it.
Well, how did it do a number on you? And for how long did it do a number on you? Cause you said y'all broke up in December. At least that's what you told us. And then you showed up with this man soon after. Oh no, not that man. That's another man. That's Nika. I don't know why I get that on my damn thing. This man. Yeah, this one. So how hard and how overwhelming was it when you showed up with said Mexican man? Soon after, this was around Valentine's Day. Jasmine, you couldn't wait to get that ninja out your house. Hence the reason you started cleaning house, girl. You couldn't wait to get. I ain't gonna say it didn't hurt you a little bit, but I guarantee you, when you was pushing Robert out the door, or when he was pushing himself out the door, girl, you was already pushing the next ninja in. Okay, girl, let's move on.
It's been the lowest I ever felt in my life when I felt like everything was crashing. Just the breakup itself, I just felt like that point in my life was the lowest I ever felt. And let me be clear and 100% honest. Because I felt low does not mean my mental state was unstable or I'm not mentally stable to take care of my kids. That has nothing to do with it. When you're going through a breakup, it's a lot more of your self-reflection. And self-reflection means you could either feel like a failure. You could feel like it's your fault. You could feel like the world has stopped because you made that decision. Like, it has nothing to do with me taking care of my children. Granted, maybe one day I didn't wash the dishes. Granted, maybe one day I didn't take out the garbage. Granted, maybe one day I slept all day, but still does not mean that I'm a bad parent and you're mentally unstable. And this is why I feel like doing a refresh mean a restart and decluttering your house while you're going through something. It makes you feel a little bit different. It makes you feel refreshed. It makes you feel like you want to restart everything. Even if you're feeling a little low, go buy some pillows, go change your couch around, go change your room around, do a little just decluttering, move pictures around. and you will feel so much better at the end and so much. I just want to tell everybody that's going through a breakup.
So, okay, so me and my man break up. All I got to do is move the couch and dust behind the TV, and my sorrow will go away. Is that what you're saying? Well, damn, somebody should have told me that a long time ago. It would have saved me a lot of tears and grief. Because I didn't know when me and my man break up, all I got to go do is move the refrigerator and then I'll be happy again. That's it? That's all I got to do? Oh, okay.
Or that is thinking about leaving their partner is never give up hope. Never give up and make it seem like you're the issue. Sometimes as couples, we not meant to be together. Sometimes we can rub energy off on another person and make them depressed.
Is that what he did? Well, we been telling you that Wineglass. Now, let me tell you something. Don't act like you just came up with this overnight. Girl, we've been telling you this since since 2 years, since you go 2-3 years, since you call yourself vlogging. We've been telling you that ninja was over there like a vampire sucking the life out your ass. We've been telling you that. Now she acting like she just woke up one morning and had an epiphany. Girl, hush. Be quiet. Talking about sometimes. Girl, please. You start looking at that Mexican man and you wasn't studying Robert big old butt. He was unattractive to you.
And sometimes in life, we have to be selfish and let that person go. No matter what you go through in life, does not mean that is your stopping point.
Didn't I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all? What did I tell you? Didn't I tell y'all? I told y'all this about a year or so ago. Didn't I tell y'all one day she was gonna wake up regretting that ninja? When I'm gonna tell y'all when I told y'all this. I told y'all this back in 2024. Y'all remember when Wineglass was doing videos where she was going to look at house tours, new model houses, and she was fantasizing her and her children living in that home? Didn't I tell you that's when she was gonna start? That's when she started regretting that ninja. She's seen herself getting further and further away from. Now, I don't know about the Mexican baby daddy. I don't know if he's going to be able to get her closer to her dreams. I don't know. He won't even merge households with her, so it's probably not. But anyway, didn't I tell y'all she was going to start regretting that ninja? When she was going to start, I told y'all she was going to start doing that. It's only customary too, because one thing about Wineglass is she will get up off her butt and go get a job. She always thinking of ways to make money. I can hand her that. She definitely will do that. She not like Jasmine and Olivia. She not just sitting around on her ass. Wineglass will go get that coin. Okay, because she knows she had no other choice. She knew Robert wasn't gonna go do it, so somebody had to do it. But I told you know why? Because I was once in Wineglass shoes, so I seen it. Because I remember feeling that way years ago about the person I was with. I felt like that ninja was sucking all the life out of me. And one day I woke up, I said, "Ninja, either you go or I go." Oh, you're not leaving? Okay, well then I'll go. And I left.
I'm letting everybody know that it's not your stopping point. Now, I
Thank you so
seen
much.
a short on Facebook that somebody said, your blessings is the lessons. And I'm going to say that is so true because everybody in life walks different paths. We learn different. We love on people different. Everything is different. We go through our own life curves and different. And we just learn that, okay, that this relationship might not be for me, but it's definitely a blessing because I learned from this relationship. Not saying that my relationship with my kid's father was terrible.
It was Wineglass. That's why you learn so much. That's why you're not in it no more. Girl, it was horrible. It was pathetic. It was pitiful. I couldn't imagine myself sitting up with a man that won't help me get to where I need to go or where we need to go. Because I'm going to just say we because we were together. Girl, we remember that video that went viral for you in this community where you was right after you had little Esme Lamonte, and you was laid up in the bed when you was down there in that 2-bedroom, probably squozed up in that 2-bedroom. Remember that Wineglass? And you was depressed, and the kitchen was nasty, the whole house was nasty, and this ninja wouldn't even get up and clean up. He was cooking on top of a nasty stove for you and them cheering. You remember that? Girl, when I saw that, I already knew that ninja wasn't for you. Or wasn't, when I say for you, meaning he wasn't for you. He wasn't about you.
Relationship with my kid's father was, we never fought. And I'm going to keep standing on there. We never, ever fought. But it's certain things in life that we just look at stuff a little different, and we just learn and we grow up and we try to do what's best for our kids. And that's the lesson in it. And I feel like that's the blessing, because if I didn't let this person go, this person will still be the same. I felt this person is doing so much better. Like, y'all must don't know, I'm so proud of that, of my kid's father, for everything that he does for his kids and what he's been doing for himself lately. So
wait, so you saying he had to get away from you in order to do better? So are you saying that you saying that you was bringing him down? Because now that you and him are not together anymore, meaning he's no longer depending on you, you're not his crutch, that he's doing things. Really? You know, Latrice, what you said is so true. Latrice says she's going to get a hard letdown with this new man. Okay. 2, she has no clue about men. She's been with this Robert since she was 17. She hasn't dated enough to know what qualities and traits to look for. Exactly, sis. Exactly. But it's the fact that she's saying, since him and her are not together anymore, how much he has accomplished since they, it's a true story that you can cripple a man. When you allow the man, when you don't allow a man to be a man, or you don't command a man to be a man, and you're okay with him being a boy, that's stifling him. When she would come up with all those excuses for him, he can't drive here because he got anxiety, he can't do this, he can't. Girl, you was stifling. I guarantee you now, wherever he need to go, he gonna get in somebody's car, if not his own car, and take himself there. You know why? Because he don't have Wineglass anymore to do it. He could always do it, but because Wineglass was aiding and abetting his behavior, he allowed her to.
That's all I wanted to tell you. Energy plays a lot. Learning plays a lot. And receiving those lessons for blessings, so you can know to go and be a better person for your kids, or for yourself, or for your significant other, or just for yourself, okay? I did not write nothing down for this voiceover. Everything is 100% off my heart of what I went through, and the realness and the rawness of what I've been through with this breakup. So I did get this rug off of.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Robert's in a new relationship. She's in a new relationship, which just goes to show you they was with each other out of comfortability. They were comfortable with each other. They weren't with each other because they were in love. It just worked for them. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. It took Wineglass to stir the pot, because I really feel Wineglass cheated on him first. And maybe Robert was always, I'm just trying to figure out what woman other than Wineglass is sitting up with that big old, ugh. I'm just trying to figure out who is keeping time with Robert other than Wineglass. She had no other choice. She had 4 kids with him. What woman that ain't got a child or a chicken got this big old booger bear sitting up in their house? Who? What woman? She gotta be just like Wineglass or worse. She just gotta be. Thank you guys so much for the gifts. Thank you for the flower and the party hat, sis.
Amazon, and everything that I purchased on here, I got on Amazon, except for the pictures. So I will leave everything linked below so you guys can look at it and try to purchase it. Everything wasn't too high, so I spent about almost $1,300 on my living room. So that was pretty decent. And then these couches here you build yourself, and they come.
Oh, so this must have been around tax time. So this was around February. So this was around the time that she got with, well, when she came out with the Mexican man, at least to the internet.
In pieces, which I love about it, because since I'm a single mom, how I'm gonna get these couches up. I will also leave a link below for them. And I do want to say that this rug that I have is a non-slip and is water resistant, waterproof, and is washable. So you can put it in your washer. I did put it in the washer one time already, and my mom was like, "Oh my God," because she did it for me. She said they melted like blankets and all the stains came out. So just so you guys can know, I love these carpets. I can't wait to furnish and put the rest of them in my house. I also was working third shift at this time, and I felt like, y'all, I did not have no energy for nothing. Like when I tell you.
Okay, so they're right. So she must recently did this voiceover. So if you guys heard her, she said at the time she was working third shift. So that right there just solidified what we all been assuming, that Wineglass has quit her job. So she just confirmed that she's no longer working that job anymore.
I needed help so bad and I wasn't getting it. It was terrible. And so a lot of stuff has changed since then. And I think because of that change, I went through another like low spot in my life, because I just felt like I keep failing my kids. So I'm just like, it's definitely self-reflection when it comes down to breaking up. Everything changes. Like you have nobody to watch your kids, because their dad had no problem watching them while I go to work. But things had to change. So I had to find somebody to watch them. I had to do everything by myself, wash dishes, wash clothes, everything by myself.
But you was already, so you're saying you was already doing it by yourself. So you're saying now that you and Robert are not in the same household together, he no longer watches the children. So he was an in-house babysitter and you allowed that. So how come he can't watch the kids wherever he's at? Because what's the difference? There aren't those, so they're only his kids when he's in the house with them? Because it was okay for him to watch the kids when he was living there. So not that now he doesn't live there. He's not in that household. He doesn't care how it get ran when his children are still living in it. Baby, that's a ninja for you. You see how a ninja will give you his ass to kiss every time? Do you see how a ninja will give you his ass to kiss every time you let him? Now, here she was one of the reasons he could sit up in the house and play the game and pretend like he's a DJ all day long. Soon as she starts messing around with somebody else and realizing she wants better than what she had, and he moves out, moves in wherever he's at, now all of a sudden you can't watch the kids. But that's the thing. Wineglass, you approved that. You allowed that. Because you didn't need him to watch your kids the same way you went and found somebody to watch them. The same way you could have did. Now, I do understand her making him watch the kids because he's the father, A. B, he was living in a house. So that does make sense. But sis, with you doing that, that gave him the excuse of why he couldn't do for himself. I bet. How much y'all want to bet? How much y'all want to bet Robert got a job? Even if it's part-time. How much y'all want to bet Robert has a job? See, my Wineglass let him believe he couldn't work because somebody needed to watch the kids while she went to work. How much y'all want to bet now that they no longer are sharing household, this ninja then went and got him a job? How much y'all want to bet?
Y'all, it's rough. It's not a light pill to walk. But one thing I can never say is that I regret my decision. I did my decision for the best of both of us. Even though we're not together, he's still my best friend. I could still call him today and talk to him about anything. and we still would have this agreement and never have a disagreement. So that's where we stand as co-parenting and parenting. I want y'all to understand that I would never bash my kid's father. I would never tell y'all exactly what went on in our relationship, why we broke up, why things didn't happen, because I feel like that's nobody's business.
Well, if it's nobody's business, why did you come to the internet to tell us he wasn't there? I mean, we could have just figured it out. Wineglass, nothing. This new furniture you got in your house is nobody's business. You being pregnant is nobody's business. That's like, sis, hush. You are nobody's business, but you made yourself people's business. So keep it coming.
Even with my new relationship, because I'm pregnant now, I'm not going to tell y'all a lot because I feel like that is so private. But I can also tell y'all that when I tell you he is the most stand-up father that my kids can ever give.
Oh my God, I hate the way she talks. The ratio, thank you so much for the finger heart, sis. I really do appreciate you. Wineglass, shut up.
He will do anything for his kids. He will give me anything they need. And I would not have a problem with receiving it and being grateful for it. Within that 16 years, we developed a really deep friendship that nobody will probably ever understand. And I'm fine with that. But when I tell you he still is a friend, he still support me, he still gives me encourage. And that's all I ask for my kid's father. I feel like you being a friend with your kid's father is a best way to go than having drama and having them go through so much. Another depression tactic that I went through was knowing my kids' life has changed because of our decisions. Like, no matter what we did, every decision that we had affected our kids. And I was really sad about that. Like, I was like, God, I gave my kids this life and now it's broken, and they're not going to adjust to it. And my kids did really good. But I'm just saying my happiness came first, though. And I'm happy that I chose my happiness. Refreshing first. And getting up and doing everything that you want to do in your life makes you feel so proud of yourself. And I just want everybody to understand that no matter what you do in life, nobody is perfect, not even their father. But one thing I can.
Hey, sis, what? This video is big up in him. Why? Why are we screaming his praises? What is this video about? Why are you constantly big up in this man who wasn't man enough to keep you entertained and keep you happy? Because if it was all that, sis, if he was really loving you and loving his family, he would have did everything in his power to keep it as such. Wineglass, you're a dingbat. I'm sorry. Because I'm just trying to figure out why this whole video is about praising him. Where is the video of him praising you? Where is that video at? Is there such video? Because you're the mother of his children. The kids are in your care. Where is the video of him kissing your ass? You birthed 4 of his 4 offspring. Where is your video? Girl, we don't care nothing about that man. He's not there anymore. Move on. Ain't you pregnant by somebody else? You need to be talking more about the new baby daddy than the old one. Because I don't know if I was the new baby daddy, I'd be like, okay, girl, I mean, you want him back or not?
And say that he is not a bad man. He is a good person. He has a good heart. So everybody in life just walk a different road, and everybody just does things differently, okay? I just want y'all to know that y'all are not alone in this journey. If you are going through a breakup, you guys are not alone. I'm still dealing with it now. And maybe next year will be easier. But Lord Jesus, I didn't know that healing takes so long. I thought that you can break up and move on with your life. Everything is a healing process. So we just got to learn how.
Hey, Wineglass, why would you think breaking up and healing would be so quickly when you was with the man for 16, 17 years? He was the only man that you say you've been with. How did you think that was going to go really fast? Now, we all wondered where the Mexican man came in. Like, how did he get in so quick? And we're not really wondering how Robert moved on because we had seen Robert had been moved on. You the only one that didn't see it.
To take it slow and take it easy and just do what's best for us and our kids, okay? And make sure you choose yourself every time. Make sure you choose your happiness every time, no matter who you with, no matter if you're single, choose your happiness every time. Because if you can't feed yourself happiness, how you going to get happiness to your kids? I just want to say that
I don't want you to say nothing else. You've said too much. So did you become happy or healed once you became pregnant? Because the chat is saying it sounds like you were healed once you became pregnant. That's what it sounds like.
whoever is struggling with being in a relationship or breaking up, baby, get up and get a broom and restart your whole life. Declutter your house, no matter if it's spotless. Rearrange things. Light a
Hey, Wineglass, I'm not saying people who are dealing with troublesome things in their life don't do things to get their mind off. And maybe cleaning up will help you get your mind off of things. Maybe going for a walk. Maybe some people stress eat. There's a plethora of things people do to deal with anxiety, depression, and stress. But Wineglass, you are not the beacon nor the pillar of this information, sis. Again, like we just told Jasmine, you got to be a testament of what you're testifying on. Okay, like girl, I mean, it's great to convince yourself, but you can't convince us.
candle. Put on some uplifting music, not sad music. Uplifting music. Take you a good shower and pray. That's all I'm going to say. Because nobody is going to steer you wrong, not even your instincts. Sometimes our life path just changes just a little bit because we change within ourselves. And that is the lesson and the blessing out of everything. And we're here to learn and to forgive ourselves. And that's another thing I'm struggling with is forgiving myself. I swear that is the most hardest thing I'm still learning is to forgive myself for everything I have done, everything I choose, even though I don't regret nothing that I chose. It's just forgiving now, being gracious on yourself, just learning how to be like, okay, you decide this is okay.
Hey, Wineglass, since we're gonna go ahead and dip on out, your grammar is horrible, and although we want to hear your sentiments about your, I don't know, healing process or healing journey, since we struggle with the way you use your words, it's difficult. Okay, it's the hardest thing um I've done today thus far. Okay. Oh my God. Yeah, pretty stoner. Go and get them back, sis. They right over here on the table, right here on the side of me. You want me to hand them to you? Cause my God, it's the double talking for me. Sean, I just that's why I said I want to know what conversation she has with said Mexican man. I just really would like to be I don't know, a fly on the wall of their conversation. It is the hardest thing to follow. Not the sad ass Moesha diary. Girl, Latrice said, I'd rather listen to Bentley barking and legend dinosaur sounds than Wineglass giving this speech. My goodness. Girl, it's a lot. Okay. It's a lot. I don't know what it is. What more of the story is, like, let me say something to y'all. Y'all have to understand when TMR speaks, I don't speak from never ever never having had experiences, right? Have I always made the right decision? No, I haven't. I haven't, y'all. True story. I haven't. And I am definitely a living testimony of some of the faults I've made in my past, be it in different aspects, relationships, jobs, financial, whatever, you know. But what I will say to this, one thing I do feel like I pride myself on is when I feel like you are not conducive to my lifestyle, I got to rid myself of you. I've I unfortunately have made a habit of holding on to something that did not need to be held on to. And because I did that, I learned from that. Baby, you don't hold on to nothing that ain't trying to hold on to you. Okay? And you know, am I saying that eventually Wineglass shouldn't have went on a date and let another man keep time with her? I'm no, I'm not saying that. But I do personally feel getting pregnant by said Mexican man so abruptly was probably one of the worst mistakes she's made. Now, I again, that's just my opinion. That's not fact. And I pray that that doesn't come to fruition for her. I pray that doesn't come to become a trueness for her, right? I pray that whatever this man is telling her behind the scenes, he's a man of his word and he's going to be, you know, for her. But what I'm saying, why I believe that's not going to be the situation is because he impregnated her before more than likely even making her his girlfriend, right? Damn sure didn't make her a fiance or a wife. Same way she had 4 kids with one man that didn't even think enough to give her a goddamn promise ring. He didn't do anything. But I hope that I'm wrong. I hope, because we don't know what's going on with Wineglass because we're not living in her home. I hope that everything I'm saying is just gossip. And I hope this guy is truly a better version for her than Robert was. You know, it's like I said, it's amazing to me how Robert is doing so much better now when the same thing he's doing now is he could have done with her. And what Wineglass had to take ownership of is she enabled Robert's behavior. She enabled it because all she had to do was put her foot down years ago, and he probably would have straightened up. He probably would have straightened up. It's not fact, but it's popular opinion. Worst mistake ever. Yeah, that is so true. She needed to leave that man heal, learn to be on her own, and date them all. May the best one win. Exactly, Nina, baby. Nina said, girl, date them all, honey. May the best man win. I know that's right, girl. A mess. A mess. Speaking of a mess, y'all, as we going out the door, I want to share a video with y'all. Give me just one moment. Let me pull this video up for y'all. Oh, hold on. It's the wrong one. Oh. Hopefully I can get it up here for y'all. Oh, it's not working. I don't know why. It was working earlier. Dang it. I want to play this video for y'all. Hold on. I got a way to bring it up here. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let me put the video up. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't find the video right now. I thought I had it. I'll show it to you guys in the next live stream. I'm sorry. I'll find it and I'll show it to you guys in the next live stream. My apologies. You said that's all. That's about all they're going to do is date. That man has probably already moved on to the next one. Yeah, I don't know, sis. Hey, EB. But EB, you coming in and we leaving out. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I wanted to show y'all that video because it's actually funny, but I'll bring it to you guys tomorrow when we go live. All right. Y'all be good. Y'all be great. And TMR, go see y'all in the next one, honey. Remember, sub what you love. Bye. Have a good day, y'all.